In this video, we will discuss another patient assignment method, that is functional nursing. Coming to the definition of functional nursing, in these pictures you can see here this nursing personnel is performing IV cannulation. Another member doing recording. Here she is doing feeding of patient. Here she is performing dressing or checking vital signs of the patient, and this is administration of IV fluid. Thus, the nursing personnel are involved with performing different tasks or different nursing activities according to the needs of the patient. Hence, functional nursing is a method of providing patient care by which each licensed and unlicensed staff member perform specific tasks for a large group of patients. There will be a number of patients in the ward and their specific tasks are assigned to a particular nursing person, whether they are licensed or unlicensed. For example, the registered nurse, who is a licensed person, will be responsible for administration of intravenous medication of all the patients in the unit. Licensed practical nurse or licensed vocational nurses are responsible for administration of oral medication of all the patients. Nursing assistants are responsible for performing hygienic tasks. Then other nursing assistants may be responsible to do vital signs of all the patients. Thus, different nursing tasks of a group of patients are assigned to different categories of nursing personnel according to the license or qualification or experience. Coming to the origin of this method. This system emerged in 1930s in USA. Individual caregivers are assigned to specific tasks rather than being assigned to a certain group of patients or clients. In the previous two videos, we have discussed two methods. One was case nursing, the other was primary nursing. In both of this technique, the nurse will give total care to the patients from admission till discharge in primary nursing, or when she is on duty during in case nursing. That means the registered nurses are assigned to a group of patients or to a single patient according to his needs, where she will perform total care. But in this method, the registered nurses are not assigned to a certain group of patients or a single patient, but only certain task is allocated that she has to perform for that group of patients. Hence, this model is called a task method. Only tasks are assigned, not the patients. So, it is referred to as task method. That is the main difference of this method from other methods of patient assignment. Once a World War II broke out, it resulted in severe shortage of nurses in US. Many nurses entered the military to care for the soldiers. To accommodate this shortage, the hospital increased the usage of auxiliary nursing personnel like vocational nurses or nursing assistants. The nurse becomes expert in the particular task she is performing. The charge nurse or the nurse manager coordinate the care and assignments, and she may be the only person familiar with all the needs of individual patient. The registered nurses or licensed practical persons are aware of the task that they have to perform for the patient. They are not aware of all the needs of the patient. But the charge nurse or nurse manager is aware of all the needs of the patients. Hence, she is the only person who is able to coordinate the care and assignments. Coming to the functional model, the charge nurse, there are different categories of nursing personnel, and under them there is number of patients. Say for example, 30 patients. Hence, the 30 patients have oral medication, treatment and admission, intravenous medication, vital signs, hygiene and maintenance of supplies. So all these tasks are performed by different categories of nursing personnel. Here, the licensed practical nurse will be responsible for oral medication administration to all 30 patients. Registered nurses are responsible for sending the patients for different types of investigations and doing admissions. Another registered nurse will be responsible for administration of intravenous medication to all 30 patients. Nursing assistants or unlicensed personnel are responsible for taking vital signs of all 30 patients, and another nursing assistant is responsible for maintenance of or meeting hygienic needs and maintaining supplies and equipments in the unit. Thus, all these different categories of nursing personnel are directly responsible to the charge nurse. This charge nurse will need or will know or will be familiar with the needs of all these patients, and she will allocate the duty according to the qualification and experience of the categories of personnel under her. Coming to nurse manager's role in this method. The nurse manager should be sensitive to the quality of patient care because quality of patient care can get compromised due to fragmentation of care. In the sense, in this method, the total care is not met by a single person. But IV medication for this patient is performed by one person, oral medication by another person, vital signs by another person, like that. Hence, due to fragmentation of care, the quality of patient care should not get compromised. Then, instead, the nurse manager should strive to achieve good patient outcome. Another role, she should improve the staff's perception of their lack of independence. In the sense, if a nurse is responsible for administration of IV medication, she should perform that particular medication administration only. Instead of that, she should not perform or she is not allowed to perform oral medication. So, this method lacked independence. Then, the nurse manager should rotate assignments among the staff. If today a nurse is responsible for IV medication, tomorrow she should be assigned with another task. Say, for example, performing treatment or performing admission of the patients to alleviate boredom with the repetition of the same activity. The nurse manager should conduct periodic staff meeting so that there is good communication about the care and the unit function. Since in this method only tasks are assigned to team members or the staff members, they will only concentrate on that particular task. They won't be aware of the unit function or other care needs of the patients. Hence, the nurse manager or charge nurse should conduct periodic staff meeting. About the staff nurse role in this method, they are skilled at a particular task in which they are assigned. So, complete the task that is assigned to them in an efficient and economical manner. Coming to the merits or advantage of this method is called a task method. So, the person who is performing a particular task will become an expert in that task. Second, there is better utilization of personnel according to their license or qualification or experience. Less equipment is needed in this method. It saves time because only different tasks are assigned to personnel. So the personnel who is responsible for a particular task will be performing that particular task for all the patients. She need not divide her time for other activities. Thus it saves the time of the person. Then there is potential for development of technical skill. Already we have told a specific task she will be perform and she will become an expert in that case. So that will lead to development of technical skill. Then it is easy to organize the work of the unit because one person responsible for IV medication, one person for oral medication, one person for vital signs, like that. The group of patients need not be divided among the staff members. Only function only need to be divided. Hence it is easy to organize the work. Then the registered nurses have less workload. Other aspects of the work are performed by licensed practical person or nursing aspects. They are responsible for administration of medication or other higher unit functions. About demerits or disadvantage of this method. Here, the client care become impersonal. A single person is not responsible to meet total care of the patient. Instead, different tasks of the same patient are performed by different nursing personnel. So, the client care become impersonal. Then, already we have told there is fragmentation of care. So it diminishes the continuity of care for a patient. IV medication will be administered by one registered nurse, oral medication by another licensed practical person. Likewise, there is fragmentation of care, so it reduces the continuity of care. Then the staff become bored and monotonous in repetition of the same task. There is less accountability for the nurse because she is accountable for the task that she is performing. She is not accountable to the entire needs of the patient. It lacks professional development. Already we have seen in the advantage, it develops the technical skill of the person or nursing personnel, but it does not develop professional growth. The client may tend to feel insecure and inconvenient. Since many persons are involved with the care of this patient, the patient or client may become insecure. Then, only the parts of the nursing care plan are known to the nursing personnel. The charge nurse will be aware or will be familiar with the nursing care plan or nursing needs of individual patient. The nursing personnel will be aware of only with the task that she is performing as a part of the nursing care plan of the patient. Coming to conclusion, in functional nursing, nurses are assigned with a specific task rather than being assigned to certain patients or clients. Hence, this method is referred to as task method. Thanks for watching. Please support this channel by your subscription and sharing.